أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل لعبادي الذين آمنوا يقيموا الصلاة وينفقوا مما رزقناهم سرا وعلانية من قبل أن يأتي يوم لا بيع فيه ولا خلال الله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم وسخر لكم الفلك لتجري في البحر بأمره وسخر لكم الأنهار وسخر لكم الشمس والقمر دائبين وسخر لكم الليل والنهار وآتاكم من كل ما سألتموه وإن تعدوا نعمة الله لا تحصوها إن الإنسان لظلوم كفار صدق الله العلي العظيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي يا رب صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. Respected my elders, young brothers and friends, and my honorable mothers and sisters, at this very moment, I and you are sitting in the masjid, in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we are the guests of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also we are at this very moment in the house of Allah. We are sitting in the circle of Dars Quran, interpretation of Quran. The words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are the words of Allah. They are not created. This book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not makhluk. Remember, the Ka'batullah is makhluk of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All the Anbiya alayhim salatu salam, they were makhluk, they were creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Arsh, the Kursi, Jannat, Jahannam, they are the makhluk of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But we have something in front of us which is not a makhluk of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but it is the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's from the Zat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they are the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which we recite. How blessed we are, how fortunate we are that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through His blessed Prophet, His last messenger, He has given us this book, Quran. When this book was recited 2000 years before the creation of everything, before the angels then they commented by saying, how fortunate are those who will be reciting this book, and how fortunate they are going to be that they will be memorizing this book. So how fortunate we are that we recite the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the reward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed upon the recitation of Quran is the Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam saying, upon every letter of the Quran you will receive 10 rewards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alif Lam Mim. When you recite Alif Lam Mim, you will receive from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala 10 rewards. On Alif 10, on Lam 10, and Mim 10. So how lucky we are. We should be punctual in the recitation of Quran, and we should read ourselves, and also we should pass on this message to our children that they should stick to the recitation of the Quran. Recitation of the Quran is such that the people who will stick to the recitation of the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is guaranteed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through the recitation of the Quran, Allah will save them from mischief and from all the things that are happening outside which are dragging me and you towards the Jahannam. Allah will save them through the barakah, through the blessing of the recitation of Quran. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us a tawfiq, ability, and the coming generation, to give them the tawfiq to that we recite the Quran on a daily basis. And when we leave the dunya, we should leave the dunya in a state that the recitation of the Quran is flowing on our tongues. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our coming here. My respected elders and young brothers, I recited few verses from Surah Ibrahim. The verses in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know what he said? He said to me and you and every believer, they are mine. Allah is saying to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Qul li ibadiy alladhina amanu." O my beloved Muhammad, say to my servants. You know, when someone says he's mine, when someone says he is mine. In our country or here and well, these political groups, say ye mera banda hai. This is mine. He's mine. Take care of him. Here Allah is saying, the believers are mine. How lucky Allah is referring. He's saying, Allah is saying, believers are my servants. When someone says he's mine, then this means he's very close to him. And then Allah is attributing the iman. Allah is saying, say to my believing men, say, oh my Muhammad, or my beloved, say to my believing men. What the message is? Convey the message to them. Yuqimus salah. They should establish the prayer. They should be punctual in offering their daily 5 prayers. Daily 5 prayers. Today, my respected elders and young brothers, today we have a chance, we have a time, we have physically, Allah has given us the strength. We can do so. But remember, as soon as the soul departs from the body, this very body upon which we are very proud sometimes, believe me, in the grave it will turn into dust. And this very body, you will not be able to do anything. Today we have the time. We have a golden opportunity. Allah is saying, Yuqimus salata. If you desire, if you desire that you want eternal success, then come and offer the 5 daily prayers. Today we have a time, chance. Nowadays we hear this announcement from the masajids. We hear from our friends on our WhatsApp group, so and so has passed away. So and so slept and never woke up. So and so went to work, never came back, never returned. So and so came from Pakistan, from his country, and he landed and he just stayed for one night and he passed away. We hear this every day. These are the lessons for me and you. We should take a lesson from this, that I will be going one day. One day there will be an announcement made that so and so has passed away. And this announcement will be made about ourselves as well. Never ever think that so and so is gonna go. We are also gonna go. We are temporarily in this dunya here. No one is permanent here. So our duty is that we perform the prayers. Allah is saying, my slaves, those who are mine, they will offer the prayers. They will offer the prayer. They will not miss the prayers. And if they have missed some prayers in the past, then they should make up those prayers. They should make an amend, and they should, offer those missed prayers. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, tell my servants, believing servants, that they should spend in my cause, in my way, what we have given them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that وَيُنْفِقُ مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ. Now here look, today I say this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Nothing is ours. Keep this in your mind, nothing is ours. Allah is saying, مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ. You spend what I have given you. Allah is saying, what we have given them, they should spend that in my path. Don't think that this is mine and that is mine. Everything belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When someone dies, what do we say? Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We all belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We all, everything, our own bodies belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You say our children, whatever we possess, it all belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The wealth we possess, it belongs to Allah. Allah is the owner. Had Allah not given you the hands, and Allah had not given you the mentality, and Allah had not given you the eyes, how would you have worked? Allah has given us these blessings. So everything is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah is saying, tell my believing men to spend what we have given them secretly and publicly. Here Allah is giving us a permission to spend in the path of Allah in both ways. Both forms, there are two forms of spending in the path of Allah. Either you spend it publicly, in front of everyone, or you spend it in a secretly that nobody knows what you have spent. And though both of these methods are allowed, are permissible, but remember always, the intention. Allah looks at the intention. Inna Allah la yanzuru ila suwarikum. Allah does not look at your face. Allah does not look at which caste you belong to. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not look at your physical, how strong you are. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks at your hearts. What is in your heart? Is Iman there? Is your intention correct? Allah looks at our hearts. When we are doing something, then Allah looks at our hearts. Whether you're spending publicly or secretly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's gaze is on your hearts. Allah looks at the heart, what your niyat is. If your niyat is to please Allah, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept it. And if your niyat is something else, to gain name and fame, remember, Allah when somebody does even something good, and he does it for the name and fame, he will get it. He will receive the name and fame. He will become famous. But on the day of judgment, he will be empty-handed. He will have nothing in his hands. He will have nothing in his hands. So my respected elders and young brother, Allah is saying spend it secretly and publicly. Some ulama, they say, when it comes to spend, give zakat, sadaqatul fitr, one should give openly. One should give openly. To encourage others. When it comes to give nafli sadaqat and khairat, one should give secretly. Again here, the ulama, some ulama say this, but ulama they say, right, ultimately Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks at your niyat. If someone's niyat is correct, whether he is giving secretly or openly, both of these methods are right. If someone's niyat is correct, I'm giving for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then his name should be, if he says, mention my name, there's nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong. Allah allows you, He allows us, to give it openly. Nothing wrong with this. Some people, without any knowledge, sometimes they object, they say, oh, what's the reason of making announcement of people's names? Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is allowing us. It depends on everyone's niyat. If the niyat, the one who gave, if his niyat was, then my name will be mentioned, and I will become famous, and this is for name and fame. Allah knows. Allah knows, what his niyat was. We leave it to him, the one who was given, and the one who's asking us to make announcement. This is between him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and what his niyat is, Allah knows. We don't have to judge on people's niyat, what the niyats are. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is allowing us to spend in his path, in his cause, secretly and publicly. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, He is warning us. He says, Min qabli an ya'atiya yawmullah. Bay'un fihi wala khilal. Allah is saying, when you should all do these things? When should you, give in my path and offer the prayers? Before a day comes. Allah is saying, do all these things before a day comes in which there will be no selling and buying take place, and in which there will be no friendship. Which day is this? This is the day of Qiyamah. This is the day of Qiyamah. Allah is saying to us, listen, today you have a time. Physically you're well, healthy, offer the prayers. Today you have the time. The wealth is in your possession. You are the owner. You are the Malik. You can do whatever you want to do with the wealth. We ask you to spend it in our path. As soon as your eyes closes, this very wealth which you earned, which you day and night you worked, and is in your bank, all the money. As soon as the eyes closes, this wealth, it comes out of your ownership. It comes out of your ownership, and it goes in the ownerships of those who have become your waris and inheritors. It's not yours now. It's not yours now. On the day of judgment, you will have no wealth. You will have no wealth. You will have no money to buy a good deed. There will be no selling and buying over there. Today here in this dunya, Allah is saying, before the day comes, you do the good deeds, spend in the path of Allah, offer the prayers, and Allah is saying friendship will not benefit on that very day. Which friendship? We need to know this. There are two types of friendships. One friendship is a worldly friendship. One friendship is a friendship for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You meet someone, you say, oh, he is a religious person. He's a religious person. You respect him, you honor him. This is a friendship of deen, of religion, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have no relationship. He's not from your relatives. You have no relationship with him at all. But you love him. Why? Because you love him. He is a religious person. You like him because he's a religious person. On the day of judgment, the friendship, the worldly friendship, will not benefit. Al-akhillau yawma idhin ba'duhum li ba'din aduwwun illa al-muttaqin. Allah is the man of taqwa, the man of praise, the man of piety. They will benefit you on the day of judgment. They will even help you over there. How they're going to help you? They will help you through their intercession. They will say to Allah, they will say, oh Allah, he used to hang around with us. Oh Allah, he used to sit with us. Oh Allah, he used to sit in our company. Oh Allah, today we ask you are taking us into paradise. We will not go to paradise unless you take him with us to paradise. Their intercession, their friendship will help you. But the worldly friendships, believe me today, these worldly friends, their friendship will turn into enmity. They will become your enemies on the day of judgment. So Allah is warning us before that very day comes, in which worldly friendship will turn into enmity, and before a day comes in which you will not able to pray, you will not able to read the prayers on the day before you spend in the path of Allah, before that very day in which you will not able to spend anything, you will have no wealth to buy any good deed. Today you have the time to spend in our path. Today you have the time to come to masjid and offer the prayers. Today you have the time to make friendship with those who are men of taqwa. You come to the masajid, you sit with these people who offer 5 daily prayers. Inshallah, on the day of judgment, these namazi, remember this keep this in your mind. These people who come to the masajid and you sit around with them, you sit along with them, on the day of judgment, inshallah, they will intercede for you. They will say, Allah, we used to come to masjid and he used to sit with us. Oh Allah, if you're taking us to Jannah, you take him to Jannah, you take her to Jannah. So my respected elders and young brothers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warning us in this Quran, a day is coming in which you will be standing before us. A day is coming in which nothing will benefit you unless your good deeds, unless the friendship of good people, the God-fearing people. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the tawfiq that we stay along with the good people and we come to the masajid, we offer the prayers or whatever we have. If the zakat is due, we give zakat. We also look after the poor people. Inshallah, these good deeds will help us on the day of judgment. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammed wa alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.